Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today's gonna be our third video on Magellan. And the more that I play this deck, the more and more I'm a believer of Magellan. I feel like I'm getting better at the deck, so hopefully today you get some more clean plays compared to the past couple of days. And remember, don't make the same mistake that I did in the past two games. Magellan only gets plus 1,000 on your turn, not on the opponent's turn. Remember that. Anyways, enjoy today's game, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy. In this match, we're gonna against Ivankov. My hand is nothing crazy right now. Every time I see Magellan, I want to keep the Magellan. I got him punished by not having Magellan in my hand, but the rest of my hand looks so bad that I think I need to mulligan. Like, the rest of my hand just looks too bad, right? I mean, we still don't have the Magellan, but we do have a couple things here. Opponent is going first, right? So we're going second. So we could go Hannibal and try to look for the Magellan. Why is the opponent picking here? Let's see. So we can keep track of where the opponent picked up their Ivankov. So they have their Ivankov now. Oh, double Hannibal? That's pretty darn good for us. So we can go Hannibal here. We don't have the Magellan, but we can go ahead and pick the Minotaur. Then we go second Hannibal, and maybe we get a Magellan this time, or we do. Okay, perfect. Maybe the Sadi was actually correct, but I'm down to have the Magellan because I think Magellan is going to be messing up their dawn turn. Their dawn is pretty good, right? So Magellan is pretty good at doing that. We won't get to play him until like turn 3, though, because next turn we're going to have to play... I guess next turn we can play the Minotaur. Is it better the Minotaur or the Minokoala? Probably the Minotaur is better, right? Threaten the double attack. Do I need the blockers? Probably not yet. Opponent actually trashing cards this early. Okay, I respect it. So they trash an extra buggy and the crocodile. They're gonna push 7 here, and we're gonna just take the 7. Do I want to have the blocker? Maybe the blocker is actually correct. Maybe the blocker is actually correct. We attack for 5 first, see if they take it. Okay, they counter. Like, the double attack is nice, but I think the blocker is probably better. We know the next turn. So the opponent's thinking, right? This is where this deck is gonna shine, right? Opponent's gonna think. So here we can counter for 2k. I think that's fine. Opponent's gonna be at 5 down right now, and they're thinking next turn they can play that Ivankov. We know that they have the Ivankov in their hand, but this is where Magellan comes into play. Magellan is gonna stop them from actually being able to have that 7 turns, that 7 down, to actually get their Ivankov in. So we return, and the opponent has to return one as well, and now they're off center. Now we can go ahead and put 1 here and just attack for 7. If opponent decides to block with the Galdino, that's okay. Opponent takes the life. So now they only have 6, and they're not able to play their Ivankov on turn 7. On this turn like they wanted to. They discard the second Yukama. And don't trash anything else. We still have blockers. We still have counters. They're gonna actually attack with their with their buggy. I was gonna say Luffy. We could block now. I don't know if it's necessary. I think we just counter for 1. I don't think I'm gonna need the double attack. I think I'm just gonna slowly get rid of the board. If opponent's actually gonna attack with their blocker, I'm kind of cool with that. This is the 7 attack, so this is the one that I'm down to block. And then the 6 we can counter again. All right. So the opponent the opponent's gonna try to do their Ivankov next turn, right? We could go King here and just kill the Galdino. That leaves us with 2 Dawn, and we can kill the buggy, and then we can attack them twice. I think that's probably the correct play. So we go King. Return the Dawn, kill the Galdino, cool. We can go ahead and attack the buggy twice. All right, and this is 6. This is 6, so we can go 7. We can go 7. So 7 to face. All right. And another 7. We know that the opponent has the Ivankov in their hand. Oh, they get the trigger blocker with the Boa. All right, we can kill her next turn, right? We can kill her next turn with the King. So that's fine. That's the Ivankov that they were waiting for. They get the Luffy. 4 or less. They can't really bounce anything back. I mean, they could bounce it, but it's not going to matter. We can play the blocker so that we can block that Luffy double attack next turn. And still also have the Thunder Bagua. Or we can go King. But the opponent doesn't really have anything else I want to kill. Wow, they discarded both Galdinos. They just want to draw. They actually bounced this up. They actually bounced it up. Huh. So you're going to give me the search? Wait. Do we let this die? I don't think so, right? I think having this big attacker is so good for us. Again, I don't know that we play the Minotaur anytime soon, so I think we just go like this. We're going to have another Minokoala. So next we have 9 Dawn, so we can go Minokoala and have Hannibal, Thunder Bagua, etc. Opponent gets to draw 2 cards here. Okay, now we can play Queen, and Queen is probably better because Queen... Yeah, Queen is probably better, right? We can go 5. That gives them +1 to Magellan, so Magellan's going to be a 6. We can take it up to 7. So that's 6 Dawn. We can take them to 7. That's going to be 7 Dawn, and we still have enough for Bagua, but I guess we... Okay, no, I guess we don't want to put 1 on each. So we have 6, 7, and 7. Okay, so let's go here, attack for 6 first. Have the 2k counter out of your hand. I want to have this Thunder Bagua available, right? So that's the 2k counter. Let's go again for the Hannibal. Let's pick the Sadi, I guess. Right, we pick the Sadi. We go here, use the car action. We're going to return the Dawn. And we're going to discard, I think, the Hydra. I think the Hydra is fine to trash. Then here, we're going to have 7, 7. So we can go 7 here. So 7 into the Ivankov. Opponent blocks. Another 7 into the Ivankov. Opponent draws. They have the 2 cards that they need for the Luffy. But again, they're not bouncing back my blocker. They could have bounced back the Minokoala. That would have been the problem. And we also have the Thunder Bagua available. Opponent's down to 2 life. Unless they drew another Ivankov, I think I'm in a good spot to save everything. And we still have 4 life as well. Magellan dying doesn't really matter anymore because the opponent's at 10 Dawn. So whatever Dawn Magellan returns, the opponent can just get it back on their next turn. But this Magellan on our turn, where we delayed the Ivankov for 1 turn, just completely, I think, made this game better for us, right? If the opponent had played that Ivankov on their 7 Dawn turn, it would have been a lot of a problem for us, but they only have 6. We have the Sadi. We could technically play the Sadi and play the Minokoala for free, but as long as this is on the field, the opponent can always bounce back the Minokoala. Wow. Wow. Do we just block this? No, right? Because the opponent's waiting for the double attack. Do we just take this 10? Or do we Thunder Bagua right now? We're at 8 Dawn right now. If we Thunder Bagua, we lose 1 Dawn. I don't want to Thunder Bagua while I have... Because I could get another Dawn back, right? If I had 2 less life cards. So do we just take this? I think we just take this. Another Magellan? That's not bad. I think we just take this. Because I don't think I'm as scared of anything the opponent does. Again, we can have the Queen blocker. Okay, if you're going to just attack for such a cheap amount, I don't think I care. The question here is, do I want to play this blocker now? Probably, right? Like, I think I just go here because the opponent can always bounce it back with the Luffy. So I don't think I need the Minokoala. The only card that the opponent can bounce back is going to be the Hannibals, giving me more searchers. They end up using the new Camelan here. So they draw 1. They have to trash some cards. They trash the Mihawk. Interesting that they didn't play this and bounce this back. I guess the opponent... Yeah, they could... Well, unless they just drew that. Maybe they just drew that from the new Camelot. Otherwise, it probably would make sense for them to bounce their queen. And just attack with the Luffy for the double attack, right? Is he gonna trash the cards? He is. Okay, no. Okay, alright. So now this one we just block, right? Oh, I didn't block, so I guess we're gonna have to do the Thunder Bagua, right? Because for some reason I forgot to do the block. I didn't block. I was supposed to block there, but I clicked too fast, right? I clicked a little bit too fast. So the opponent has 3 cards. If we clear up their Luffy, I think we should be okay. We have another Magellan, right, that we can summon to give this +1 and have the opponent... Again, the one down doesn't really matter. The king is not doing much for us. So the Magellan is 5. Gives this 1, and we can take this up to 7 with another Dawn. That's going to be 6 Dawn, 7 Dawn, 8, 9, 10. So why don't we go 9 here first? Let's go for 9 here first. Let's pay out the 2K or the event. We might not just... Oh, Deathwing. Okay, well. Ha. Well, they used that and didn't draw any cards, so that's not bad for us. So I guess we go 9 again then. Let's just go 9 one more time. You have counters? They have the counters. So we can just kill this with 2 then, right? So the only downside here is that we can kill this with 2, but we're left with not down for anything else. I guess we can go face with one of the Hannibals. So we can exactly go 2, and that kills the Luffy. And then we can go 3 on one of the Hannibals and just attack their leader. I think that ends up working out for us. Opponent only has... We still have a blocker. Opponent only has an Ivankov on the field. They play the Mihawk. They send the blocker back. And then what? I mean, I'm still at 3 life. You're going to have to attack this, guys. And I think I'm down to just block this one, right? So if I just block this one, it's okay. Wait, they didn't bounce back the Mihawk. They didn't bounce back the blocker. They bounced back the king. What the heck? They bounced back the king? I guess it's fair. I guess that's fair. You bounce back the king. The jack is actually pretty damn good. So I like this here. Let's return the Dawn. The jack is 3, and we can still get both of these to 7, right? So we can go 7 here. Let's kill that Ivankov. Opponent could counter. Okay, well, we can get this one to 7. Kill that Ivankov. We play the jack, and the jack is a commitment for next turn because we can make the opponent trash the cards from their hand, right? So even if the opponent draws 2 with Ivankov, they're going to have to trash 1 card. They are pushing damage here. If I can trash their cards, if I can save these units... Oh, I will force you to do more. Okay. Opponent can kill this with Ivankov. I don't know why you needed to put all that down on it, but I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. So the opponent kept 3, so they do have access to another Deathwing. So Deathwing gives them 6k, right? Can we kill this Mihawk instead? Actually, no, we can just attack here, right? That's going to discard the Deathwing. So we just go 1 here. It sucks that we're going to lose this Dawn, right? We're going to lose the Dawn from Jack no matter what. Use card action. We're going to return one of these Dawns. Opponent has to trash the card. So even if it's a Deathwing, they have to trash it. So that's why I said that this was important. And they just take that life. So now they're down to just 1 life. The Deathwing only puts into 11. And we can actually go all the way here to 14. So there's no 1 card thing that can happen. And we go from there. Again, This game was won by playing that first Magellan, right? Playing that first Magellan and messing up the Ivankov turn completely changed the tides, right? It was actually so good how crazy that was. Because he stopped, he slowed it down for one turn, and that's enough. And this is why this deck does well, and why I try so hard to have the Magellan on my hand. I know I mulliganed it away the first turn, but we ended up getting rewarded by having the double Hanyabal to be able to actually draw into it. Because as you saw, he just completely messed them up. A couple of unclean plays there. For example, not realizing that the Mihawk had bounced back the king and not my blocker. For some reason, I just assumed that we were going to bounce back the blocker. And then the second unclean play was that turn where instead of using the blocker, we ended up letting the attack go through, and we were forced to use that Thunder Bagua, which I think ended up probably working out for us anyways, to use that Thunder Bagua. But not what I wanted to do exactly. But we'll get cleaner and cleaner as we get more used to the sim. So hope you enjoyed this game. And yeah, I mean, there's not a lot more that can be said about this deck. It's just... This is the third game that I show with it, and I feel like as I play it, I get better and better. This Magellan is actually legit. So I hope that you enjoyed today's game and the past 3 games that we have showed up with Magellan. We're going to move on to another deck starting tomorrow. I think it's probably going to be Zoro, because I haven't done Zoro in a while. So yeah, let's look forward to that. If you like today's content, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy your day. Hope you enjoy Magellan, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.